Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from. Today is the 13th of November 2024, and like always, this is the daily outlook where I analyze the charts, show you trade setups, and a whole lot of things I am looking at on the chart on different instruments. And this is the first part of it where we talk about indices, the CFDs, and a few of the cryptos. And if you're coming across my videos for the first time, you might want to take your time to visit older videos and see what they are made of and what they look like, and if it's something you would want to see often. And if that is the case, you might want to subscribe to the channel, because every knowledge you're gonna get here is for free, and some things better are even on the way coming. Anyways, if you are a returning subscriber, you can do well to also watch this video till the end, because a whole lot of information are going to be packed in these videos. So do well to watch to the end. Like, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below, and do well to share the video with your friends, because someone out there might still need this knowledge or information. Right now, before I begin, I'll have to say this disclaimer: I am not making any trade calls for you. Everything I say here are strictly my own opinion, and more or less talking to myself on what I should do and what I shouldn't do on the market and with the instruments, depending on what the market presents. Again, by the end of today, a whole lot of things I talked about in this video might change. The charts might present another information which will of course warrant me to adjust my analysis, my forecast and prediction and bias and whatever you want to call it, okay? But then I am not going to be here to bring this update to you, unfortunately. But do well, I'll try my best to make sure I give you the right thing to look out for on the charts and on the instruments you trade. So with that out of the way, I am not a financial advisor. If you need the services of one, you can always get yourself one, and make sure you also do some more due diligence researches before you consider anything I say here, or consider making use of the information I have made available. Let's begin with gold. If you follow me very well, you can of course remember I told you gold would come up. I'm looking for an up move like this. That was when it was here, so I told you to wait for this correction to finish, and I can place my buy order here, buy sub order for this move. But it didn't happen. Instead, this became a correction and it came down some more. So it did this, it did that one down, and we're having this. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. We have this move here, we have this one, and these two moves are sharp. They are relatively sharp in nature. And then we're having this correction in the middle. We're having this correction in the middle. At some point, this thing will come down for this to come down for this. And if it does come down for that, it will go back up for this. And if that completes itself, we'll see further down moves. So since we're not really getting this now, and this might also be an expanding flat on its own, which makes it a complete correction on its own, and then we don't really have to get anything to complement that. So those are the things I am looking out for on. So your immediate trade here is to wait to see if this forms a flat here. If it does, of course, this becomes a sell setup. You can look for your impulse, a correction, and and sell. So that's it for gold. Let's go to silver. Okay, silver is the one that is making the move. So we have this here, we have all these corrections in the middle, and we're going up. So we have this pullback here, we're getting this in the middle. So at some point we're going to get this, and we're going to get this. All right, so while gold is completing a flat down there by coming down, going back up, coming down, because we already have a move like this. So I'm expecting this to complete itself. So while it is coming down and going back up, this one will come down and go back up to complete this. So you see an impulse, a flag, and that becomes your sell. That's it for silver and US oil. This one is still consolidating, so we have this move, we have this one, and we're getting this. After this we'll get this, of course, and after that we'll get that. So this will end up becoming a flat here, most likely for a downward continuation. So keep your eyes on US oil as well, and I think same thing goes for UK oil too. Yeah, so keep your eyes, you know what to look out for. Let's go to US 30. Made quite some significant move, and it seems we are getting another correction here. So here is what to look out for. Here is what to look out for. Here is what to look out for. This has done this impulse, and it's consolidating here. It most likely will come down some more for this. This most likely will come down for some more for this, and we'll go back for this. And if I see that, of course, you know, I'll wait for an impulse, a flag on maybe the 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and then I'll sell it to come break this low, because we have this impulse, we have this correction, we have this impulse, we have this correction, we have this impulse. So after this, I don't know how far this will go. We might start to get another bigger correction, making this whole move, the first impulse, to a bigger downward movement. So let's keep an eye on that one, and we'll figure it out very soon. NAS 100. So this one made this impulse, this correction, and it broke the low and it went back up. It's forming this. This could either be a move to go break the top, or it forms a correction here. Forms a correction here and come back down. And when we have this series of correction forming close to each other, it might signify either of two things. One is that we are starting with a leading diagonal, or we're just making the correction to go back up. So the leading diagonal will be after getting this, comes down. So we have this, and then it forms a flag or a flat or a correction before it continues going down. Okay, so that's it. Or this might just be an impulse, a correction that will go break this top again. We don't know for sure which one it is, but keep your eyes on that one. S&P 500 has made this again. It's making a correction here. This could come down, and if it does, we might get this, and we might get this, making an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse. And after we get this, we can then decide if this is a leading diagonal or something that will come up to break the top again. For now, we don't know which one it is. We'll just keep an eye on whatever is happening there. Over to German 30. Okay, it's it came down quite some more. I failed to sell this, and when this happened, broke the low, I thought this would come out here, make a flag, and I considered buying it, but I was waiting to reach and just to take my eyes off the charts, and when I returned, I saw it here. It was like, okay, that's cool. So we have made an impulse. We are kind of forming a correction here. This might find its way back up. Okay, it might find its way back up, either for this move or for the totality of this. We don't know which one it is going for now, but we have to keep an eye on it. All right, even though I still think this is a big wave, and we're gonna get this, and after that we're still going to get this. Yeah, even though this came down, so this becomes an expanding flat in the middle for this. Anyways, we'll keep an eye on it and figure it out. But if this forms a good flag there, I will consider buying it, because German 30 can do weird things sometimes. It could just go very fast and very far, and this is also the 50 minutes time frame, so I'll keep an eye on it. UK 100 GBP. So this one is the one that is looking like it's breaking out. It came down some more. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. So this is gradually becoming weird. Okay, it's gradually becoming weird, and we might be either going for this move. We might be either going for this move here. We might be either going for this move, for something like this, and we might get this later. Or this is also a standalone correction on its own, and we don't have to get it anywhere in the future. But if this is for this, of course we'll come down, but if not, then we might just be going for this, and of course after that we'll still come down. So this is gradually crawling its way down to this low, and of course what we'll get later after that. So if you trade this one, keep your eyes on it. You might get some good trades here. Don't rush the trades. And as you can see from the 1 hour, it hasn't really made anything significant. Okay, it hasn't really made anything significant, so you might want to wait for it some more. But if you're a risk taker, if your risk appetite is very high, so you can go to the 15 and maybe consider taking it. Not a financial advice, not making trade calls for anybody, but you can see. And remember, this might also be a part of this, where it does this and still pulls back. For that before it goes. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. Still forming correction, so we might be here for quite some time, maybe the whole of today as well. So it did this, came down, came up. It didn't break the top. I don't think it did. It did not break the top, and then it's forming this. So this might come down some more before it finally goes, making this an impulsive correction and goes. But while you keep buying BTC, buy with a lot of caution and reduce risk, especially if you're buying the futures or trading with leverage on it. So buy with caution, because this thing might just be dying out, and any moment from now you could see a sharp drop in price. So keep your eyes on that one. Ethereum, it formed an impulse, it's making a correction here. This most likely will go down further, and keep your eyes on that one. Let's go to the 1 hour and see. So you can see the impulse, you can see the correction on the 1 hour. So expect this thing to start dropping. Expect it to start dropping. So let's see if we are going to get this move. This one right here. This one. Let's see if we're going to get that move to complete this. Let's see. Let's put it like this first. Let's see if we're going to get that move to complete that. And of course, if we get that, what next will happen? We'll go back up. And if we go back up, if we get this and go back up, we're going to get this. So at some point in the future, we're going to get that move coming down, and this will end up becoming a very huge correction for more upside, of course. So keep your eyes on this one as well. Ethereum, BNB has made an impulse, is making a correction. We might be going for this move as well. So keep your eyes on this one too. Keep your eyes on this one. So the last one I take a look at is Shiba Inu, and it also might be coming down, has made this impulse, and it's making a correction here after breaking out of this. So let's see if this becomes a correction that will come down some more, or if it becomes something else that will complete this and still go up one more time. Keep your eyes on that one. Keep your eyes on that one, because I think it might still go up one more time before it finally starts coming down. So I'm seeing this as an impulse, and everything happening here as the correction, and this coming down to complete this, and this might just be an impulse, a correction to go break the top again. So keep your eyes on that one. But if you're buying, buy with a lot of caution, because this can also start going down any moment from now. Yeah, of course, you know what to look out for. And here is the thing, let me just make it clear. If this thing crawls back to this low, it might just be coming down from there, or it might pull back like this and come down. But if it's pulling back, don't buy. You can just wait. Even if it's going to break the top, just wait for it to break the top, reverse, make a flag, and you can consider selling it. All right, that is that. And I think that's the much we can take on this first recording. So we'll go to the second one, which is for the USD or major pairs. I'll see you there soon. Bye.